Welcome back to another episode of Original Understudies, where I've gathered the world's most original understudies, and we're going to make some improvisational comedy happen today. Let me introduce you to, we've got one brand new original understudy, and as has become my new tradition, I'll save them for last. And nobody's chopped liver, but let me first start with Landon Kirksey. Landon, welcome back. You're not chopped liver, but welcome
very
back.
Interesting placement of that introduction and then my name. Thank you, James Heaney. As always, a pleasure and an honor to be here.
When I was editing through it, I don't remember what episode it was, but it was the first one where I think it was maybe when Leah came in, I had said such and such person for last, and then introduced Cole. And after editing him for like the week that I spent editing, it was just him constantly saying like, and I'm chopped liver. And I was like, oh, I feel so bad. Landon, where can people find you online?
Oh, my goodness. Well, I mean, you can always go to LandonKirksey.com, which is a website on the internet. And that's where
we can put our credit card information in.
You can put your credit card link to follow all of my OnlyFans action. No, that's just for voiceover demos and upcoming classes and all that good stuff. And I'm in a country band, and we made an album, and there's more information about that coming soon. So that's a little tease.
And you play at the Surf Ranch often, right? Do you have like the one on the pier, or is it just a one-off that you randomly play
we'll play in Venice, California fairly often, but we don't have any shows coming up just now, but we do have that album coming up pretty soon. So
what do you play? Or are you the singer?
No, I play harmonica. So yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
Is that part of the deal that if you play harmonica, you just have it on you at all times?
I mean, that's supposed to be part of the deal. You're right. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
If you're an acoustic guitar player,
let's not be impressed by what he did. He picked up an instrument and blew into it, and then he moved it left and right. He did.
You're just sad you can't do your like close-up magic all in
That's
audio.
That's right. He's just sad.
Look, if you do a bend, I would be impressed. Those are hard to do. Thank you. That is impressive. Now we can be impressed.
And next up, we have Maggie Widdows. Maggie, welcome back. How have things been for you?
Things are good. I, too, have MaggieWiddows.com, which unfortunately I recently learned has turned into a porn site because I forgot to pay my GoDaddy fee. So,
GoDaddy.
Go there if you are looking for a little fun. Otherwise, you can find, I think I still have MaggieWiddows.net praying. But on social media, MWids, MWIDS. That's me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you. And next up, we have Leah Knauer. Leah, welcome back to Original Understudies. How are you doing today?
Hey, great to be here. I'm doing good. And yeah, you can follow me at Leah Knauer on Instagram or go to my website that is unfortunately not porn. It's leahknauer.com. Sorry. People do ask, though.
Yeah.
People do want it.
I am still trying to figure out how not paying GoDaddy turned it into porn, but I imagine just somebody else bought the domain.
That happens.
Oh, that hurts. That hurts. Amy Gorlick, welcome back.
Hey.
You were just in the Omaha Comedy Festival. You're home from that, I assume, right?
I did. I saw Tool. I saw Timmy. I saw Patrick.
Aww.
I saw Cole walking away from me.
You didn't say hello?
I don't think he saw me.
That's the good side.
Yeah.
Where can people find you? What's the address for Chaos Bloom Theater?
It's chaosbloom.com, but you can find me on Pornhub.
Nice.
Good.
Old school.
You can't.
In the comment section.
Comment section.
I'm writing essays in
dirty.
there.
Active reviewer.
Yeah.
And I am so excited. We are, for the first time, having close-up magic in Original Understudies. Welcome, Jeffrey Thompson.
So maybe, we see this card at the top and we just flip it over, right? But then I snap and now it's a completely different card.
Wow. That's incredible.
I'm sure our listeners saw that too.
Yeah, I'm sure our listeners are on the edge of their seat. Welcome, Jeffrey. Where can people find you on the internet to see? Maybe there's a place they could see the close-up magic that you do.
Is it okay if I don't want to be found?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean,
you've been trying to dodge this podcast since the first week. I don't blame you. Like, if you want, I'll just bleep the name out of you so that like nobody can catch you.
No, that's the thing. If you search Jeffrey Thompson, it's going to be, you're going to find doctors, professors, other people in the entertainment industry that say, I'm not even the first Jeffrey Thompson, like when you go on IMDb. So am I 5? Am I 3? Did I give it away by saying 5 and 3? So obviously it's 4. Who knows?
You're the only one to me, Jeffrey.
Oh,
It's beautiful.
there's some great Jeffrey
too.
Thompsons though. One like does art direction for Rick and Morty. I think like season 3. Yeah, like
Wow.
Wow.
You've really Googled all these Jeffrey Thompsons.
oh, I know. One does a lot of really great podcasts and meditation stuff. Like Jeffrey Thompsons are phenomenal.
Hey, you're going to be the Jeffrey Thompson that does a lot of great podcast stuff. I don't know about meditations.
There are other
Maybe
Jeff
on a different
Thompsons on
podcast.
podcasts, so it's not a blue
So
ocean.
let's get anybody who would like to inspire some improv comedy, please send an email to OriginalUnderstudiesPodcast@gmail.com. And this one is coming from Xander Davis. I'm looking forward to, here it is. James, longtime Alchemaniac, love the new podcast. I'll gladly continue my Patreon when the time comes. The time's come, Xander. You've handled this whole thing great. Now's the time for the podcast bit. Last winter, I had a ghost break into my home through my sister's bedroom. Has this ever happened to any of you? Xander Davis.
I need to get Xander on the horn. I have questions. I want to know what he's talking about.
Yeah,
Well,
like how does he know?
Are you
it was
under
a
the impression
ghost?
that I didn't know ghosts would break in. I thought they would just
Chill.
phase themselves through a wall.
Yeah.
True.
Well, he didn't pitch that as like, I want to see a scene about that. He pitched that as, this is a story.
Please
that
help
happened.
me.
Well, that's what I've been pitching. Well, in all fairness, Xander's been doing it right. I'm asking people to inspire a conversation. So we're not going to just do a scene based off of it, but instead kind of like an Armando or kind of like a Ass Cat or any of the sorts. We're using conversation to inspire the
Well,
improv.
I love ghosts and witchy shit. I have a podcast called Basic Witches. It's all about this stuff. So I totally believe that this happened. And I have interacted with spirits before. There was one time I was doing a seance and we asked for a sign. And as soon as we asked that, the candle that we were using in the middle of our circle just went out. And then in the back of the room, this computer that my friend said has been broken dead for 10 years started flashing. The screen just started flashing intermittently and it was so fucking creepy. So I believe in all of this stuff.
I have a story. I'll try to keep it really brief. So I lived in an apartment in New York. It had 2 bedrooms. And when I first lived in there, I lived in the smaller bedroom. And I always felt this like vibe or weirdness in the corner of my room, in a chair specifically. And then when I got new roommates, I moved into the bigger bedroom. And every single one of my roommates went kind of crazy a little bit. Or they would like turn into recluses and like just stay in their room. And I think actually Maggie probably knows a couple of my roommates, so I won't say their names, but like they would do stuff like leave dishes, like stacks and stacks of dishes in their room. I had another roommate who would like music would just pop on his CD player. So anyways, I always truly believed there was a ghost in there. And then one of my witchy friends came over who is like really good about cleansing people's houses. And immediately when she walked in, she was like, oh man, there's a ghost in here. And I was like, yeah. And she goes, yeah, it's in that bedroom. And I was like, oh my God. And then she started to describe him as like this guy in the military. And like he was in different parts. She was like, he definitely was in that corner, but now he's kind of more in the doorway. And then we did all this research on the apartment building. Come to find out there was a guy who killed himself in my apartment who was in the military.
Like you confirmed it,
chills.
you found out, like researched it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Shot himself.
Go
Go.
ahead. Well, I don't believe, I'm sorry, I'm going to be the party pooper. I don't believe in this stuff. But here's what I will suspend my disbelief into, that I'm not saying those things didn't happen, but I believe it's more of like the the absence of understanding of time for us, and maybe there's some overlap in time. And I don't, because I just don't. It's hard to believe in ghosts for me.
So you believe in the absence of time?
Damn it, James.
I'm sorry, James. This is like I want to dive into this idiosyncrasy.
I don't believe that time is linear. I just think that's the way that we perceive it as human beings.
So doesn't,
because we live in the third dimension.
So therefore, wouldn't it make sense if time is non-linear that someone from a different time might somehow be bent into this time at some
I just don't feel like they're a ghost. I just can't believe that they're a ghost. I just feel like it's
Are you
our
calling
perception.
me a liar, James?
No.
You're calling me a
believe
liar?
in cheese. I believe it's just our misunderstanding of the concept of milk. That's what I think.
Original Understudies.
Sweetheart, wake up.
Oh, what?
We've got to go to the basement.
What do you mean we have to go? What?
Your mother's heard some ghosts, or, well, we don't know for sure what it is, but your mother has heard something, and I think it's important that we seek shelter.
Some ghosts? Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry. I should have said something else. I don't want to scare you. Your mother thinks that we're being robbed, so we should go down into the basement really quick.
Well, what if the ghost is the one robbing us?
Oh my God, I didn't think of that. Maybe they are trying to take our things.
I mean, did you see him? What does he look like?
Of course I didn't. I didn't see them. Your mother's panicking downstairs. She's wrapping up all of the silverware from great-grandma.
Uh-huh. Well,
and she's taking all of the dishes. I don't know if she's hiding a lot of the things.
Well, wait, Grandma did say that if we didn't do her makeup nice for her funeral, she would for sure come back and haunt us. We did her makeup, right?
Her makeup was very nice. Why are you saying?
I'm not freaking out. It is your grandma. Come down. Everyone's gonna hustle. Grab something of grandma's on your way down. Go into the bathroom and get the toilet cover. Get the little doilies on the kitchen table. Hurry up.
Okay.
All right.
I got her lipstick.
I got her false teeth.
Okay.
All right. What do we do with these? What do we do with these?
Okay. Everybody. Shh.
Okay.
She remembers she can't hear very well. So if we talk very quietly,
I am so sorry.
Leave.
What?
I don't know if I might be wrong, but talking quietly might be a difficult thing to do, and maybe a ghost doesn't have eardrums. I don't want to be a naysayer, though.
Greg, you know what, Greg? You're a naysayer, okay? Shut the fuck up. You're always talking so goddamn
I hear
loud.
talking. Is this the family that made me look like a whore at my funeral?
Grandma, you
Is
look
this the
beautiful.
family that put blue eyeshadow on my eyelids at my goddamn funeral?
You did not look like a clown. I know you always think that about blue eyeshadow. You looked gorgeous, Gma.
Darling, I know a whore when I see one, and I was a whore in that casket. Show me your silverware. Show me the plates you've brought me.
See,
Okay.
I told you, children can hear ghosts.
Grandma, are you
Adults
robbing
can't.
us?
I'm not robbing you. I just want to see how everything's been. I'm checking up on all the belongings. How are the heirloom items holding up, you know?
Oh.
Honey, tell her nothing. What is she asking you?
Yeah. What is she saying to you? We can't hear
Wait.
her. It's
You guys can't
It's
see or
either-
hear her?
you
No.
see her too?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Sweetheart.
I should hide these false teeth. This is weird.
Grandma, by the way, why aren't you wearing clothes in the afterlife?
Well, it is really free for all up here. And surprisingly, I went up. Yeah. So,
Really?
yeah, I went up.
Mom, she went to heaven.
That's not true.
That's not
She's
true.
lying to you.
No way.
Original Understudies. Baby, can we talk?
Yeah, of course.
I don't know how to say this, and I'm just gonna get it out.
Just say your feelings. Say what's on your mind.
I think I cheated on you.
You think?
Yeah. So I'm practicing.
Could you just just say what's on your mind, Mark.
Yeah,
just,
so a
just
ghost came into our bedroom, and I think I had sex with it. I'm not sure.
What?
Yeah. Well, the window was
What are you
open.
talking about?
Well, you know how we've been trying to leave the window open because you've been saying.
Yes, it's a heat wave. It's 105 degrees.
Yeah, well,
that does not give you cause to just have ghostly sex with anything that wafts into this apartment, Mark.
Okay, so I'm sensing anger from you. I'm sensing anger from you when
I'm sorry.
And if anger was not what you were feeling, and I mislabeled that, then I'm sorry.
No, you were right. It was anger. That was okay. You were right.
And I want you to know that it is okay that you feel anger at me.
Is it okay for you to have sex with a ghost?
Well, I'm not sure if I had sex with a ghost.
How are you not sure?
I'm just not sure. Okay, well, how does that work?
Is this like New Orleans?
It's not like that was a werewolf. And that's obvious. You cannot confuse the two.
I do confuse the two because you had sex. You thought you had sex with both of these things.
Okay, well, I didn't know if it counts if it's a werewolf, and I don't know if it counts if it's a ghost.
I don't know if it counts either.
Original Understudies.
So I need somebody to clear the spirits in this new apartment I've moved into, and you were the best advertisement I saw on Facebook. So I was wondering if there was any like sort of exchange we can do, or how much it's going to cost me. Like, if there's no spirits, do I have to even pay?
Oh, yes. You have to pay up front. Yes.
Okay, but what if there's no spirits in there? Like, I just feel like maybe there should be
spirits only respond to credit card numbers. Please first input your social security number and all of your information.
All right. I just feel like being in person would be better. This is a Zoom call spiritual cleansing. I don't know. All right. I'll just type it in really quick.
Oh, yes. I'm hearing that the spirits are actually Gen Z, so they prefer Zoom.
All right. I've entered in my credit card info.
Oh, lovely. Yes, $500. You are definitely haunted. Oh, yes. Let's see what we have here.
Sage activated. Sage activated.
Oh, yes. I just activated some sage into your home. This will cleanse some spirits. Yes. Now, if you could just hit the little smiley face emoji, this will enact some positive energy into the room.
All right. I clicked it, but I don't feel any different.
Oh, yes, yes. Oh, I'm getting something. I'm getting something. Are? Yes. Oh, yes. Oh. Yes. Oh, no. You need to upgrade your Wi-Fi. That'll be another $250.
Oh, I just moved in. This is just whatever Wi-Fi it came with.
Oh, no. The ghosts prefer the premium Wi-Fi.
Original Understudies.
I mean, I'm making extra money. I got off of baby sugar daddy websites, and now I'm on the Sugar Psychic website. So it's, you don't have to do much. You just have to charge them every time.
And they pay for it, huh?
Yeah.
Huh. That's like crazy.
Yeah. It's less sexually charged.
So are you like fully clothed?
Oh, yeah, like all the time. Yeah, I'm basically saying that I'm channeling through a ghost.
Oh, that's hot.
So I'll be like, you want me to text you? So you drop me 500 Bitcoins.
Oh, yeah.
This ghost will text you.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
You two want more chips for your fundito?
Oh, yes, please.
Yes,
Absolutely.
please.
Yes, thank you.
Absolutely. It's
what is this? What's this green salsa?
It is some cilantro that I just mashed up.
Oh, okay.
Are these pita breads or are they crackers?
These are old breads that now have the texture of a pita that you'll see goes very good with the cilantro salsa and your fundito right there. Yeah. It's all authentic Oaxacan fare.
Hey,
here.
Rebecca, can I just take you to the side? Hey, sir,
Yeah.
ma'am, welcome to the restaurant. Give me just a second.
Sure.
No problem.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Rebecca?
Yeah.
Did you read the menu at all any of the previous nights before you came to work today?
I am so tired when I get to work. It's hard for me to even take, I can't even take a second to breathe before I start,
do you mind if I ask just a quick follow-up?
Yep.
Are you, and maybe I'm crazy for asking this, are you sometimes grabbing the food that the chef prepares, throwing it away and replacing it with something similar that you made yourself?
I have learned that I went to a psychic and I learned that I am supposed to trust my instincts and trust my gut. And sometimes my gut says I have the better food idea. You know what I mean?
Well,
Gary?
Yeah.
Gary, I told you Rebecca was doing this. This is bullshit.
Well,
I'm a chef.
Okay. So.
Okay, a chef.
Okay. So.
Rebecca, I'm the person cooking.
Rebecca?
Gary, you got to fire her.
I can't. She's my daughter.
What?
Yeah, Gary, thank you. Okay, I am your daughter. And you know,
just call me Dad.
Yeah, you're my dad. And I obviously am happy to have this job between freshman and sophomore year. But I think we should be encouraging women in the restaurant business.
Okay, Brian,
Gary,
she does
this
have a
is
point.
Bullshit.
Brian, she has a point. She has a point. Look
this
around.
This is nepotism 101, Gary.
But we do have issues with DEIA.
What's that?
Brian, we have to acknowledge our privilege. You and me, as cishet white men.
Welcome, everyone, to Nepotism 101. Now, please, I want everyone to go around in a circle and tell me, who do you know that got you into this class?
Hey, my name is Jason. My uncle owns this building, so I'm actually here kind of auditing whether this is a waste of time or not.
Oh, that's amazing. Love your condescension. You're going to fit right in. Everyone say hi, Jason.
Hi, Jason.
Hi, Jason.
Thank you. Who else?
I'm Trish.
I'm
yeah,
Brooke.
Brooke, go.
Oh, sorry. I'm Brooke. I'm Trish's best friend. Trish told me to come here with her or she would do something stupid to me.
Oh, come on. But I buy you vacations. I
I don't mean to sound out of place because, you know, I'm trying to deal with my nepotisms myself, but that's not nepotism. That's friendship. That's friends with benefits.
Well, maybe Trish. Trish, who do you know? How did you get involved
My
here?
dad's in malls. Okay.
Okay, so then don't you look stupid, sir. Don't you look stupid.
Yeah, literally name them all. I've gotten to walk it and buy it for free.
Yeah.
And Trish,
name them all.
Fox Hills?
Please, first one.
Please, come on, yes.
Okay, well, that was all I really had.
All right, well, everyone say hi, Brooke and Trish. Thank you for being here.
Hi, Brooke and Trish. Thank you for being
You're
here.
welcome.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
And you, sir?
Well, my brother owns a restaurant, and we both have, I guess, memberships to come to any nepotism classes. We're dealing with, I think it's IAD. So today's my nepotism class, and next week I'm going to deal with my, privilege. My privilege.
Oh.
Because I got to check it at the door.
Good.
But first I'm going to deal with nepotism.
Yes. And what was your name?
Brian.
Brian. Everyone say hello to Brian.
Hi,
And it seems we have one more here.
Hey guys, my name's Kevins, and
Kevin's
so
with an S?
Yeah, with an S.
Okay.
Beautiful.
And it's just kind of crazy because I'm hearing that all of you got in here because you know somebody. I just worked really hard to get into this building.
Get the fuck out. Get
Okay,
the fuck out. You are disgusting.
Safe anymore. I don't feel safe.
Original Understudies.
So you want me to exorcise a demon that's been sleeping with your partner?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like he either has slept with him or he hasn't. He can't make up his mind. And by the way, if you have time, I guess there's a slutty werewolf that you need to go find too. But
Listen,
I'm a priest. I don't deal with werewolves and fictitious things. I exorcise demons that haunt buildings.
Father Cordova, you are the toughest priest that I know, okay? So I'd have full confidence in your abilities.
I kick ass for the lore.
Look at me. I'm just an overweight demon. No one's ever gonna date me.
Wait a second. This cannot be the ghost/demon that slept with your lover.
Wait, did you sleep with my husband, Mark? Did you sleep with him?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, look, I'm just a demon who hasn't had exercise in a while.
I'm like way hotter than you. Father Cordova, you need to punish my husband.
But it's your husband? But your husband is not a demon. He still is what they call redeemable.
I don't think this is redeemable.
Well, we could exorcise this demon and get it in better shape.
Oh, fine.
Yeah, I would like that.
Why don't you come with me to the church? I feel like what you really need is a good place to work out, chisel those abs.
Yeah,
You don't want to sleep with this guy's husband. That's ridiculous.
No, but it felt nice to be wanted.
Yeah, it feels nice to be wanted, doesn't it?
Father Cordova, can I speak to you, please, in the office?
Yeah, sorry. Hold on. Just finishing. Karate chops against demons. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. The basement is getting very crowded. You know that we have the kids' Sunday school sessions down there.
Yeah.
And, a lot of them are just standing in corners, talking to random people. And it's freaking me out. Okay.
Wait a second. They aren't random people. God has a plan. They were put there to meet with each other. Okay.
I don't think so. I don't think you should be bringing ghosts back to the church.
Sister Mary, this is a place for ghosts to get along, meet children, get acclimated back into society like they were when they were alive.
Okay, well, a lot of these ghosts have other intentions.
Well, yeah, some of them are demons. The problem is some of them are demons and some of them are ghosts.
Hey, Mom, can I bring my friend Aloysius over for dinner tonight? I met him in Sunday school.
Oh, nice. Is he? So he's Episcopalian too?
Yeah, I think he's Episcopalian. He says he's from the 1815 year.
I don't know that street. Do you know where his parents work?
No, he didn't mention anything about his parents except that one is a haberdasher and one makes shoes.
Oh, so are they from Brooklyn or something? They sound, hip.
Knock on the door. I have arrived.
Oh, Aloysius. Yay.
Hello, little boy. How are you? And this must be your lovely mother.
This is my mom.
Oh, my God. I love your whole deal. Bonjour. Ciao, Bella.
9 kisses.
So what do you go to Sunday school together? What school do you go to?
I go to the School of Haberdashery, which was taught to me by my father and mother.
It's so smart. We need to be sending people to trade schools more. Okay, it is a lost art that is happening. Here, do you guys want? I'll make you some quesadillas. What do you want for an after-school snack?
Yeah, I love quesadillas. Do you have Fundito?
Yeah, we have. I can make up some of that Fundito. Aloysius,
and perhaps a fried peahen.
Original Understudies.
When I was a kid, I was on such good behavior when I would go over to other people's houses and their parents thought I was a little angel. And my friends wouldn't really enjoy the fact that that's the way I behaved. But I took great pride in the fact that parents thought of me as a good child. And actually, I guess I just was a goody two-shoes as a kid.
Did you have...
I could see that for you.
Yeah, I could see that. Did you have friends were you like trying to get something out of either your friends or their parents? Was that what your motivation for good behavior was?
Are you thinking that I was a little con man as a child?
I'm not saying you were a con man. I'm just saying
what's the intention?
Yeah, what is the intention behind just being well behaved?
I guess I don't really know.
Praise?
I guess praise. I guess I just loved praise. It was the first version of the spotlight that I, as a child, understood. Luckily, it wasn't the gaze of like getting in trouble, because I probably would have fallen in love with that if I had gotten the wrong kind of attention. But enjoyed
Were you
it.
not well behaved at home?
Oh no, I was so well behaved. I was too well behaved until I'd say about maybe 10 or 11 years old. It's like, then I started, like, as I got into my teenage years, I behaved less and less. It was lopsided, my behavior.
I told, sorry.
Go.
I'll go quick. I told James once that he seemed like he was from a different time period, and he thought I meant from the future. And
No, honey.
and I said, no, you're like a snake oil salesman.
That's so funny to assume. Like, never in a million years would I think future for anyone, like, or myself. I love just that your brain took you there.
The future isn't a time
Well,
period.
I like to think I'm ahead of my time.
It doesn't exist.
I was James, I was very similar, but I was a goody two-shoes, strict only because I was terrified of authority. Like I had a very clear understanding of the power differentials between children and the rest of the world. And I think I was like, I don't understand how to have 1 ounce of power in this dynamic that we've set up as a society, you know?
Wow.
Yeah.
I definitely was not a good kid. I was a bad kid. I had 2 older brothers, so I kind of followed their lead. Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah, I was never a good kid. I wouldn't say I was bad, but when I was a teen, that's when I was really rowdy, and my parents were like so concerned, as they should have been.
Well, my older sister was so well behaved. She didn't do anything wrong. So I guess my parents were just like, well, that's how kids are. And the older I got, I guess the more I tested the waters. I mean, I never did anything really bad, but I smoked weed and I partied like that. And I never got in trouble though, because I was always like so bright smiled and like
Same.
Sharp and chipper when I went to people's houses. They'd never catch me,
Parents would say, like, I'm depending on you if anything bad happens. It's like, well, that's a lot of pressure on a 14-year-old.
Original Understudies.
Hey, Eric, could you come in here for a second? Have a seat, bud.
Yeah. What's
Listen, Mrs. Vanderslice called, and this is a hard conversation to have, Eric. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
She said you threw an aluminum can in the trash, Eric, and not the recycling. Now, you know, this is a house where I don't judge you. When you go to other people's houses, Eric, you have to know that you're representing our family.
Well, Dad, I'm just trying to.
Can you cut the bullshit for
Dad,
2
I'm
seconds?
just trying to be Dad, I'm just trying to be a bad bitch.
Okay? I'm sorry, what?
I'm just trying to be a bad bitch.
You're trying to be a bad bitch?
Yeah, I'm trying to be like Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion.
Okay. I knew I should have canceled VH1, but I didn't.
Just like, I don't know. I just like see them and they're just like so strong and like tough. And I don't think Missy Misdemeanor Elliott like gives a flip about like a stupid
That is a
can.
nickname, and that is not reflective of charges that she either has or was convicted of.
Okay, well, like, it's just like important, you know? Like,
you know what else is important? The environment and recycling, son. So could you just screw your head on straight for 2 seconds? Because I don't want Mrs. V to get back to me and say, guess what? Oh, well, I guess the Primroses don't care about the environment. Well, guess what? We do.
Original Understudies.
Hey, kid, did you just come into my convenience store and put granola bars from your bag into my boxes where I sell granola bars?
Yeah, what if I did?
Well, you can't do that.
Why not? It's repurposing.
How? No. What are you talking about? No, it's not.
Yeah.
You're reverse stealing.
No. Explain it. I don't believe in reverse stealing.
Well, you're doing it.
Excuse me, I need to talk to a manager.
Yes, I'm a manager.
I came here and I got some granola bars that I always get here, and because I just love the fact that there's no peanuts in them. And because, as you know, my whole family is allergic to peanuts.
Yeah, I know.
We come to this peanut-free store because it's important for us to have that consistency.
Oh, dear God. Do you see? Do you see?
All I see is a grown man crying.
Oh my, I just lost my entire family. We had gone on a hike. And everybody was hungry. And they had granola bars.
You believe this shit? This guy looks like a snake oil salesman. You really think that he's telling the truth?
How dare you? Just because he wears that crazy hat?
Exactly, because he wears that fucking crazy hat.
This hat, it's good to block the sun when you go hiking.
Original Understudies.
All right. Settle down, Rydell High.
Rydell H?
All right.
Danny.
Yeah, listen, okay? We lost an entire family in this town recently because
Tell me
you
about
kids,
it, stud.
Yeah, I get it. Okay, the play and the movie were named after us. All right. We could do Grease references for the rest of our days.
Tell me more.
Tell me more.
Why did I take this job?
Skills.
You know what? You do have skills. Let me tell you this. You do have skills. This student body killed an entire family with peanuts because you all are obsessed with doing the opposite of bad kid things, and it's getting people killed.
Wow. It sounds like you want us to deal with grief. Well, guess what? Grief is the word.
Oh my.
Grief is the word.
Grief is the word. It's the word. It's the word that you heard. It's got groove. It's got meaning.
Sir, I'm so sorry. Sir, you're not allowed to be here. You're 60 years old and this is a high school. It was weird when you were in the movie too.
Original Understudies.
You were supposed to be undercover. How are we supposed to catch these kids?
I can't stop myself.
Did you have your hat on backwards?
I sure did. And you know what? I just got caught up in the moment and I just started singing. I'm sorry. Listen, have we
Send me in. I'm ready.
Oh no. He's even older than I am.
You're from the 1800s. You're from the 1800s and you don't have a I don't know if it's called a visceral body.
I'm a time traveler.
Can I ask a silly question maybe?
Yes.
Have we ruled out heat exhaustion and anything else other than the peanut allergy? Because I don't know if this is worth pursuing necessarily.
Okay, well, the truth is, I don't entirely believe the man. Did you see the hat he wears?
Yeah, he looked like a time traveler of some sort.
Wait a second. This might just be a job for somebody without a corporeal body. Is that the word I was looking for?
I think so.
Correct.
What if you followed that snake oil salesman and see if he's really just hiding a fake death? Maybe he killed his family.
Yeah, maybe
I'll do my best.
Original Understudies.
Oh my God, here we're back on the podcast, me and Land, and we're talking about the coolest things that are happening in Williamsburg right now. And I just want to give a shout out to the really cool Ghost Haberdashery. And if you don't know what a haberdashery is, it's a hat store.
It's like super crazy.
Okay?
They like make hats that like you would never ever wear, but you do want to wear them.
Absolutely. It's like when those wooden bow ties came out, I was like,
Oh my
ew.
God.
And then I was like, you know what? Kind of
Those are
hot.
cool.
Have you found any cool spots this past
So
week?
many cool spots. I went to this one place and they were making shoes out of vegan leather, and you know what? I really enjoyed it, and I thought this is like perfect. And they also had lots of like shoe leather, but it was like the fruit leather. They made the fruit leather. They had the shoes out of the fruit leather, and that was pretty cool too.
Trippy, so smart,
Really
so
smart.
environmental.
I thought so too.
Original Understudies.
Hello. I love your hat.
Don't touch my hat. Don't touch my hat.
I'm touching your hat.
Please stop it. Stop.
I'm
grieving my...
Where are the bodies?
What are you doing to my body?
I'm scanning your memories.
Okay, seems like the Wi-Fi is back. Let me just listen. Let's see who's haunting you. I'm seeing a man with a big hat. He looks like he's from another time. Another time.
Another time?
Yes, another time. Not the future, though. Not the future. Definitely.
I think I kind of want to stop having these sessions. I feel like my apartment feels pretty good now, and like I'm pretty broke.
Oh, okay, if you would like to stop these sessions, that'll be another $1,000. If you can't afford that now, I will tell the family that died from peanuts to continue to haunt you.
Okay, well, please don't. I can't, a whole family moving in here? I've already got the guy with the big hat. Wait a second.
What?
Guy with a big hat, is he dead?
Well, yes, but he's totally alive in your home.
Wait a second, that means I could just call the cops. That guy's alive, like he's not.
Original Understudies.
What up, sluts? Welcome to Bad Bitches 101. Take your titties out if you're excited to be here.
I'm excited
to be here. Ladies and gents, we have a newcomer. Everyone, welcome Eric, the new bad bitch.
Thanks, guys. I'm ready to, start some shit and get my pussy popping.
Yes. Oh my gosh. You sound so good. So just to welcome you in, we're all going to give you tips on how to most tap into your inner bad bitch. Does anyone else want to start, or I can totally do it first?
I'm still struggling tapping into my inner bad bitch.
Oh, Keisha, you're doing so great. I see a little taste of cleavage.
I showed my tits the other day, and I got kicked out of a restaurant. I was told I had to leave.
And that's on being a bad bitch. Yes.
Oh, that was okay. I guess I feel a little better about it. I was embarrassed at the time.
Yes. No, that's perfect. Something I like to do, I like to go to my local priest and I do a little confessional, and I just like to make stuff up that I've done, just because it feels extra daring and just to get the permission, because I really like praise. It's like a praise kink.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
Yeah. Anyone else? How are you your baddest bitch? We got some shy bitches in the house.
You guys are it just feels like you're a lot more advanced than me.
No.
It's, I'm trying, I downloaded, Spotify and
yes, bad bitch.
Yeah.
You listen to that dirty music.
Yeah. And it feels unethical because of how much the musicians are getting paid. So I guess that's pretty bad. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. I never thought about that part. Yeah. That's bad.
So I guess you could say I'm slaying. Yeah.
Original Understudies.
Hey, Eric, if you want to step in here, please, for a second.
Yeah.
Listen to a podcast on the way to work today.
Oh.
And much to my surprise, who's on it but you, son?
Oh, well, I was on a podcast?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
You don't remember recording a podcast? You don't remember going in and recording a podcast in front of a microphone and talking? You don't remember that at all?
No.
You don't remember putting on headphones and listening to other people and answering questions whenever they asked you those questions?
Headphones?
You don't remember any of this? You don't remember possibly being in a studio
telephone
or recording a
for
No, not a telephone. Like a telephone, but it's like two telephones on your head, and then you're speaking into a separate. You don't remember any of this, Eric?
No.
Relax, son. I'm proud of you.
What?
That's right. I'm proud of you. You wanted to be a bad bitch, and you were on a podcast called Bad Bitches. That's the highest you can achieve, son.
Dad, I didn't. I was. I don't know. It's just so great to. I love you, Dad.
I love you too.
Do you want to like go find expired domain names and turn them into porn sites?
I do want to do that.
Original Understudies.
So when it comes to porn see,
Yes.
Actually, I think I'm gonna pivot and go to instead when we're talking about the Spotify and the artists getting paid so little. This is kind of probably a controversial topic here, but AI generated art. How do you guys feel about it? Are artists really at risk of losing their jobs to AI generated art?
Oh, I think so. I'm a painter, and even with NFTs coming out, I feel like it's like people forget that, oh yeah, like actual physical art exists too, that I can buy, and NFTs now are like the new thing. So yeah, I definitely could see that happening.
Are you worried about robots taking over the job of artists?
Yes and no. I mean, both will exist. I wouldn't say I'm worried, but it definitely is like there's already enough competition for artists out there.
So
Oh, sorry, James. Go ahead.
Well, I bought for the original Understudies logo. I paid a friend of my family named Skylar, and they made the original Understudies logo. And there was like trade-offs of like he'd show me they'd show me what they had, and then I would say, "Can I get these changes?" And she'd send back the new ones. The end result I was very happy with. I don't know that you could have that experience with AI generated art because you can't really have, I guess it depends on how well you can work with the coding of like telling the robot what you want.
I feel like a lot of it is more like not the kind of art that, let's say, you're talking about, or like the kind of art someone would want in their home. It's like accumulative art. Like it's all about just having it. So it's like, you can't really put up a NFT on your wall, and people are always going to have a wall.
You kind of can now because they have those frames that are like digital screens. So people do that.
I bought my grandfather one of those years ago, and it just like connects to like a Flickr account. But I think like the digital art thing is interesting because like it's like you can make art, or you can tell the robot to make stuff that like nobody would ever think about, right? Like, so the AI generated stuff is like, what if a gnome is robbing a bank, but the bank is Ronald Reagan? And like, you know, and then the computer will spit out something that's just absolutely insane.
And that's what I've been using for like the Instagram for Original Understudies, which I felt a little bad about. But at the same time, like there was never going to be a market. I can't afford to buy some, but I wrote down Elvis doing a wedding ceremony, and it popped out this horrific nightmare of Elvis. And like, I was never going to pay somebody. Like I didn't take that out of the pocket of an artist, but I had a hell of a lot of fun creating it. But I do feel a little bad. The robots are taking over the world.
Well, isn't that a little bit like Shutterstock?
I don't. Oh, well, Shutterstock is like paying somebody that is giving you stock photos, right?
But my point
so
is,
an artist
like,
gets that money.
There's probably a Shutterstock version of every picture out there. It's just like people aren't paying for them, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't.
My favorite kind of digital art personally is porn. So just to pivot back to porn.
Pivot back.
Yes, we had to. I remember it was Take Your Daughter to Work Day. I was probably like 12 years old. I was obsessed with Christina Aguilera at the time.
Of course.
And I was at my dad's work on his work computer. I was like, oh, I want to go to Christina Aguilera's website. So I typed in ChristinaA.com.
Bad idea.
Not her website. And then I was...
She got Maggie Widdows.
She did get
She was the original. She was the original. That was like an era of go to a website. There was in middle school, I think maybe it was high school, but I think it was middle school that everyone would be like, go to whitehouse.com. And WhiteHouse.com was a porn site. Spectacularly. It's absolutely, that would never happen today. But things like that were really going down.
Original Understudies. Rick, what the hell are you doing with your kids at work today? Don't you know what danger we're in? I gotta get everybody to shut down their computers, Rick.
Come on, what are you talking about? There's no danger here.
This is not a place for children. This is the place where adults feel like they can have freedom at their workstations.
Well, sure, everybody can have freedom there. What are you talking about, Steve? You're sweating. Are you okay?
Sweating? Well, I mean, I can't be the only one here nervous about kids walking around like people. Like, I got private things on my computer.
Oh, yeah, Steve? What kind of private things? Elaborate.
Hey, Dad, I love that you're letting us walk around behind the scenes of Toys R Us. I didn't even know that you guys had
This is where
offices.
they make the magic. Everything happens here. That's right. In fact, my pal
So
Steve
cool.
here, he's actually the head of toy acquisition. Isn't that right, Steve?
Yeah. H-A.
That's right. He's H-A. He's
head acquirer.
That's right. His boss is
Head
Jeffrey
acquirer.
himself. So
No way.
Yes,
No
it's
way.
true.
Yeah. Big giraffe net. Oh, no, I'm spilling my slushy all over my computer. Oh, no.
Come on, what's wrong with it? Why?
It fell on the ground.
You're smashing your computer, Steve.
Oh my gosh, I slipped. Oh, I slipped, Rick.
Original Understudies.
Mr. President, thank you for your time. We're just going to take some new photos today for the website. So if you want to just pose.
Yeah, maybe this powerful pose with my arm back.
Yes, that's great. Actually, could you just unbutton just one of the top buttons just a little bit, just to do a little bit of a preview. This is for
I don't want to be
WhiteHouse.com.
too stuffy of a president.
Right.
I want the president, that's everybody's friend.
Exactly. Make it a little more casual. Oh, that's really good.
Casual.
Can you do like a sexy smolder, kind of like you have a secret and you want to let everyone? Oh, that's good.
Wait, no, that was me thinking.
Oh.
This is just for my regular White House portrait, right?
Yes, WhiteHouse.com. Mm-hmm. The official.
Knock, knock. You guys ready for Slutty Linda Trip?
Yes, come on in.
Okay.
Come on in.
I am so thrilled to be playing this role. Okay. This is really the role of a lifetime.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, Mr. President.
I'm just going to rapid fire this.
I can take
you
it.
said whitehouse.com, not gov. And you said Linda Tripp, but you said slutty
I'm sorry.
in front of it.
I'm sorry.
And something about the way you said, I can take it, just felt...
Well, you said rapid fire, and I'm
Mr.
okay
President,
with that.
I'm so sorry. I
Okay,
understand the confusion. You must have misheard me. I said whitehouse.com. C-U-M.
Knock, knock.
Oh.
Janet Reno's here.
Oh, come on in.
Hey.
Did you say Janet Remo or Janet Reno?
Well, for you, it's Remo.
Oh, God. Mr. President, I am so sorry. I'm about 5 minutes late for this shoot. I should have briefed you on all this. But I see that everything is going well. So let's just keep it. What? No, going great.
Slutty Mitch McConnell, you want to get in there?
You know I do. Come on.
Okay, so look, these misunderstandings happen. New president, first couple of weeks in office. This seems like it's a porn shoot, like a fun, porn parody of my presidency.
Yes.
I'm the real president. I don't want to do
Right.
this.
I see how it could look that way. Look, we're trying to get a younger demo, people who often aren't targeted, which are porn addicts. So we just thought it'd be fun to kind of zhuzh it up
It's
a
a
little
huge
bit.
voting base, Mr. President.
Yes.
It's a huge voting base.
Original Understudies.
My voter card's all sticky. Can I trade this in for a fresh one? Or did I have to? I used my ID to check in, but if I could get a different voter card.
Sir, can you just step back from the table for a second? I mean,
It
you
is my right
understand
to
we do
cast a
this.
vote.
You understand that we do this pro bono, right? We sit out here in the heat.
I was doing it pro bono for sure.
Jesus.
So What? I just need a fresh slip, okay?
Okay. You know what? I am all
I'm gonna
about.
vote so hard for the presidency.
Original Understudies.
Miss Widdows, is it true or not true you denied voters from entering the premises?
Senator, I just want to say
True or not true, you denied voters from entering the premises.
I was not aware that cummy voters counted.
Well, I'm sorry, Miss Widdows, but in my country, the one that I live in, with everyone else of my citizen patriots, we believe that everyone has a right to vote, from the non-cummiest to the cummiest.
I also believe that. I believe that even, let's say, our incarcerated should be allowed to vote. But I do not believe, I believe I was being
you believe
harassed.
the incarcerated should vote, but not this upstanding citizen who just happened to have a little sticky card.
Order in the court. I will not have anyone shamed for being a communist.
All right. I retract my last question or statement or comment.
I just, obviously I'm representing myself here, which is crazy on the Senate floor. And I want to recognize that. I want to, I never saw myself here.
You know what I think is crazy, Miss Widdows? That we live in a country where someone might be denied voting because of their habits and addictions. That's what I think is crazy.
Miss Widdows, as the ghost lawyer here in court today, is it true that you did not let any of my dead relatives vote in this here election?
Yeah, dead ghost of Janet Reno. I didn't let your relatives vote. I didn't know. Again, I signed up. I said yes to that one night when I was drunk. Okay. They were like, gee, you want to volunteer for the next election? And I was high off my ass on, Bernie Sanders convention. And I said yes. And look, where did it get me? I'm dealing with, dead people. I'm dealing with senators I never thought I would speak to. I'm dealing with...
Miss Widdows, are you disrespecting my dead colleagues?
No, sir. I would absolutely never disrespect the deceased. I believe that...
they have just as much right to vote as anyone else.
Well, see, and that's where I don't understand. And that's where I don't...
Excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt, but I just got the new national anthem that was written by an AI program. And as is customary, I am to sing it. Please all rise. Hand over your hearts, hats removed. Doobie doobie doo. It's America. Flags and country. It's America, foxes, bears.
And that's our show.
Perfect.
I think that's a great way to end the show.
Excellent.
Little musical tag.
Thank you for listening to today's episode of Original Understudies. This episode wouldn't be possible without our mastering engineer, Toivo Kallio. We were so lucky to have such an amazing cast today, such as Connor Epps, Ashley Summers, Allison Kessler-Colby, Aaron Martin, Mandy Rose, Mike Della Rosso, Nicholas Ramirez, Paul Hatton, Sean Wormuth, and William Morris. Unfortunately, they were unable to join us for the performance today, but luckily the original understudies were able to step in their absence. As promised, oh my gosh, I'm so actually happy that this worked. I'm going to read a review. This review is coming in from Da Funsies. Warning, endless chuckles ahead. You have no idea how happy I was to hear about this podcast after thoroughly enjoying Alchemy This. James Heaney, aka the Heaney, has truly outdone himself with this gem. By integrating listeners' suggestions into a conversation, Heaney and his team of talented improvisers have created something totally new. It's truly magic. Alchemy, you could say. I have guffawed on my commute and chortled silently at work with the return of some familiar voices like Cole Stratton, Joey Greer, Atul Singh, Carolyn Cotner, Mark Gagliardi, and the introduction of some new ones like Leah Kilpatrick, Mary Doodles, Morgan Christensen, Amy Gorlick, Maggie Widdows, Jen Parker, Roberto Lewis, Jackie Schwartz, Landon Kirksey, Amy Burry, Robin Norris, Leah Knauer, Toivo Kallio, David Burke, and Trevor Tavel. Wow, that's a lot. If you've read this far, congrats. You must be James Heaney. Oh my God, this is the first time I've read it. But seriously, you guys are the best. And I will fight anyone who won't guffaw alongside me. Chicken is church. Here's my secret suggestion. Deep fried nut. Well, hot damn. That gets to cut straight to the front of the line. Gosh, I hope you guys have enjoyed today as much as I have. Join our Discord. If you need help getting access to it, email me at OriginalUnderstudiesPodcast@gmail.com, which is also where you can give me a suggestion. And if you're interested in supporting the show, check out patreon.com/OriginalUnderstudies. And at the lowest tier, you have access to being able to watch us record these live. Catch you next week.
Original Understudies.